What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? Podcast about life in the music industry. I'm your host, Patrick Tarnowski. With me is my co-host, Matt Reed. Matt, how are you doing today? You were telling me that it's the first day turning on the computer in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it was. The last time I turned this computer on, we were partying a little too much and had
just the right amount of much.
Got a little too many hams, and apparently, I don't know what happened at 2 a.m. on that day, but it was not turning on. And I was like, "Oh, well, this is great. What did drunk Matt do to this thing?" But we're good. We're here. We're here. Everything's good, and it's on.
Today we've got Ottawa, Canada's very own pop punk prince, Andy Negative. Andy,
Heyo, what's good?
Yeah, Andy, so what we're talking about is a couple weeks ago we had our 2-year anniversary stream where we had some like bands play, and we did it on the live stream and it was super fun. But Matt also bought 5 cases of 30-pack hams beer. So
that's a lot of beers.
It is so many beers, and
it's a lot of beers.
and through the 12 of us, we drank 3 of the cases. So
oh boy. That must have been a day, or
it was an evening for sure. It was just an evening. So it was very it was a lot of fun. Your
next day must have not been so great.
I had to drive 2.5 hours home.
Oh,
yeah, it was off. That sucked. And Matt, funny, I'm gonna throw this out there. So the world's gonna hear about this first at the same time as Matt. So Matt, on my way home, my car stopped working.
I was wondering what was taking you so long to get home.
I forgot to. I did not tell you that. It was pretty close to your house. Before I got on the freeway, I was about to turn onto the freeway and my car turned off, and and I was trying to fucking start it. There's people honking at me, and I just got one of those push start cars, and so, which is, to me, I feel like more terrifying because I don't have control really.
Yeah,
I'm relinquishing control to the button. And it did turn back on and I made it home. But
man,
it was very scary.
You are quite good at turning me on, Mr. Smithers.
So Andy, you just released your latest single, Love Sucks.
I did.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about the song and how's the response been so far?
The response has been really great. A lot of positivity coming my way, which is nice. It was cool because I wrote this song with my band, which are a couple of my best friends and just phenomenal musicians. Great people. Some like my drummer I've been playing with for over a decade, and my bass player. We've been playing together for a couple of years, and they're just super talented guys, and it was really fun to work together. I think it really shows in the music too. I don't know. I'm really proud of it. I think it's some of the coolest music I've had the opportunity to write. And we wrote it and recorded it a couple years ago, but then, stuff went sideways. And then,
sure.
So I've just been sitting on it this whole time, waiting for the right opportunity to put it out, and now felt like the right time to do it. So yeah, it's cool. I really like it. I'm proud of it.
Love Sucks is a great anti-Valentine's Day, theme, because everybody's got releasing their love songs.
Yeah,
I think you obviously got the love and the anti-love and stuff, but it's a good one. It's a banger.
Thank you.
I especially liked one of your promo videos for it.
Which one?
With your lady pal.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's she's not even paying attention to me.
Yeah. Well, you got to promote your song. Not my fault it came out on Valentine's Day. It is. I picked that day, so it is completely my fault. So yeah, I had to pay for that one, but
100%.
Yeah, I was hoping. I was like, all right, I'm gonna put this out on Valentine's Day, and I hope people aren't just gonna assume it's only a Valentine's Day song. And only 2 people thought so. So far, it just seems to be I think it was just a good day to put it out.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah. I mean, love songs come out all the time.
Right, exactly.
90% of music is love songs,
so most of them,
or anti,
yeah.
some sort of song about love in one way or another.
You're either happy about love or you're unhappy about love. That's it.
Yeah, I mean that is 90% of music.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just the fact of putting it out on Valentine's Day is just good promotion.
I thought so. I'm glad you think so too. Indication.
Yes.
I'm doing something right.
So before we get more into TikTok, Andy,
Oh, no.
we know it's coming.
Oh
but
boy.
Before we get there, we want to start at the beginning.
Sure.
You released your first EP, -1, in the summer of 2016,
Nice.
which is more of an acoustic fronted release. Then you released SOS almost 2 years later with a heavier sound. What caused the change in your sound?
So at the SOS style stuff, that was like more kind of what I was doing previous. It took me like 5 years to write SOS. It took forever. Because it was just me basically doing all, like this whole thing. It was unreasonable. It took me forever to write it. And like the kind of punk rock vibes of that is like more where I feel my wheelhouse is. But I was playing in effectively a horror punk band, and I felt painted into a corner artistically when that band ended. So I did this like acoustic thing because I had a tour booked and I had to go do the tour and I needed music out, and I only had like a couple days to get to, like a week maybe, to get like something out there. So I had music out in the world. And so I just did this acoustic thing super fast. I recorded it. Yeah. It's like I said, in like a couple days, mixed, mastered out, got it done. And so like, that's why I did the acoustic thing first.
Okay.
And then I went and did an acoustic tour because I had this whole tour booked.
Sure.
And then I had some time after that where I was like, okay, now I can actually focus on trying to do some really punk rock heavy stuff and kind of dig back into what I wanted to put out, which was the SOS record.
Nice.
That is an impressive time frame.
Yeah, it was not great.
Like you're like, wow, I gotta leave for tour. Okay, hold on.
I got a week.
let me get my music cap on.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine writing an album and recording and releasing it in a week.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of the songs were already written. A couple of them I wrote really quickly too.
But I mean, also recording them, mixing and mastering and getting it all out in that short of a time, that's an impressive feat. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So where did the name Andy Negative come from? Is it Greek? Is it Swedish?
It's Australian, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
So Andy is my name, of course.
Right.
Negative was a nickname, as all the best names it was gifted to me when I was on tour with my band, and we were sitting around in the van one day on tour waiting for the venue to open up so we could load in, and I think it was Hamilton, Ontario, but I can't remember exactly. And we were sitting around shooting the shit, killing time, and I made a joke about not wanting to be alive, as you do. And someone was like, okay, calm down, Mr. Negative. And then, I don't know, that just like stuck after that day. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. So I was like, cool. And then I needed a name. So I was like, well, Mr. Negative. And I had this like unhealthy obsession with like the concept of negative numbers. You're like, oh, it's something, but it's moving away from nothing into more nothing. And it has, I don't know. I sit up awake at night thinking about it sometimes. And then I think it's like funny that I'm an adult with a child's name that's spelt with a spelling error. So Andy Negative. There you go.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's great. It's very catchy. It's easy to remember. It's just always fun hearing the story of where these things came from. And honestly, that's kind of what I thought. I was like, I'll bet you it's like, from when he's being negative or something.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't have a nickname. I never got nicknames. However, I was a troublemaker, and me and my friend Mike, we would get in trouble because we would cause ruckuses when we would stand in line together. So they created what was called the Pat and Mike rule. So to where if we were in line together, kids would start yelling Pat and Mike rule, and the teachers would separate us. It was kind of bullshit. I don't think you should separate friends like that. It's rude.
No, I don't think you should do that either. Those teachers were bad teachers.
Naughty
Awful.
teachers.
You're going to have your teaching taken away from you.
Yeah. I think, well, at that, no, that wasn't when I went to a Catholic school. Nuns. Fucking nuns, man. Crack. Used to crack me on my knuckles and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Nuns were cray cray at the back in the day. I'm not that old to where it was like super crazy, but there was one. There was one last like super old nun that everybody was terrified of, and sucked. But then I moved.
Well, because like I know for a fact, like I'm pretty sure my grandmother tells me a story that like when she was a kid and was at a school, like a nunnery or whatever, like she would actually, I think was supposed to be left-handed and had it like beaten out of her. Like no lie. And I'm left-handed, so I'm like, good. They didn't touch me. Like I would have sued if they'd have touched me. But
well, you can't do that shit anymore.
No. You know? But that's what I mean. Even by like, because it's like that was a long time ago. Like I can't imagine. I went to a Catholic school and there were no nuns at all. So
right, and like I said, like this was like the last nun.
Oh, okay.
Like, so
it's a terrible movie waiting to happen.
Yeah. The Last Nun. Coming to theaters this summer.
Produced by James Wan.
Yep, there you go. So, Andy, we've been like helping each other and supporting each other on and we have this like TikTok group and stuff that I think I don't remember who started. Someone,
Doug.
But Doug. So pretty much from almost the start of both our TikTok journeys and such. But 1 year ago, you became TikTok infamous.
I did.
With your video promoting your song When We Were Young, which garnered an impressive 507,000 views. You, however, got an incredible amount of backlash from scene gatekeepers and just all around dickheads. Yep. What went through your head during all that shit?
Well, first, it was 2 videos that did 500,000. So as far as I'm concerned, it was 1 million.
Yeah, absolutely. Take the win.
I'm going to take that win. And honestly, I knew there was a high probability of upsetting some people with those videos. I didn't foresee the amount of upsetting that did happen, which in retrospect is really funny. And at the time, for like a week and a half-ish, it was like really overwhelming. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I just kind of was like, well, there's no way this is a bad thing. If I just lean into it, right? This is a net positive, because eventually people will get over it, but it's going to spread me out to more people anyway, and it's going to put me in front of more eyeballs and earballs and what have you. So it's never a bad thing, and people still hate me, which is great. I love it. Give me your sweet hatred.
I mean, it definitely did work. I mean, your numbers like consistently go up. Your video for When We're Young, I mean, When We Were Young got like 55,000 views on YouTube, I think. That's massive.
It gets like views every single day, and there's always people leaving comments on it and stuff. So
which is a very entertaining video. How long did you make that yourself?
Oh yeah.
How long did that take?
The number of hours would make you uncomfortable.
Fair enough. That's fair. Because I mean, it looks like it took a long time.
Oh, it took a really long time. Yeah, the animation took fucking forever. I wouldn't suggest it if anyone's thinking about trying to do something like that. Unless you got so much time, I wouldn't suggest doing something like that.
Fair enough.
You continue to push hard on TikTok, proving that consistency is key. As we've watched you continue to grow, not only on the platform, but also musically. What advice would you give artists and other content creators who are looking to break into the TikTok scene?
Oh, that's a really good question. Thank you, first of all. And I don't know. So obviously I spend a lot of time thinking about it and a lot of time watching, researching. I think the research time is an important time that people maybe don't take into consideration. Is like you need to go and see what other people are doing, what's working, what's not working, what you can steal like idea-wise from other people and make it your own. And then realize that like right now specifically, we're in a period where people just aren't getting pushed at all. TikTok has everybody. They know they have everybody. And so they're really clamping down hard on views. except for like specific people. And you can look and see, like, we're in a period where you should be trying as many different things as you can possibly think of. You have no idea what's going to work. I have no idea what's going to work. Any marketing person who's like, this is what wins on TikTok, they don't know what works, because it's all random. And you can see, like, I go and look at other people's profiles. You will have people with 500,000 followers that get like maybe 8 or 10,000 views a video. And I have like 10,000 followers and I get, you know, anywhere between 500 and 3,000. So it's like, to get that 10% more, that 10 times more, and they have 500,000 followers, like your follower count means nothing. Your previous video means nothing. Your next video means nothing. Like, you can have a video pop off and then the following 400 videos shit the bed. So, I mean, you just got to keep going. And that's like my approach to art in general, is just don't ever stop. Keep trying to learn, keep trying to do different things, keep trying to learning, and don't like hinge all your bets on like, well, this will be the video that does it. It's like, well, maybe not. Who knows?
I agree. I mean, correct me if you think I'm wrong, because that's fine. But I think, like, well, first off, TikTok was so much different, even just last year, to where one of the things I thought was so great and wonderful about TikTok is everybody at one point in time had an opportunity to go viral. Yeah. You know, it was just like anyone did. I mean, Unsigned Pop Punk had a couple viral videos, you know, I mean, anything over 100,000, I consider that viral, you know. It's like, you did pretty good.
Yeah, that's
you
really
did
good,
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just not the case anymore. Like, that is pretty much completely gone. I feel like TikTok now, especially, you can have, like you were saying, 500,000 followers. None of that's important, because nobody watches videos on their like their page, their followers stuff. It's all for you page, over and over and over again. And I think the strategy behind using TikTok is to hope that 10% will go to anything else. Will find you on Spotify and stay there, or find you on YouTube and stay there, because YouTube, those subscribers, that's what they stay, and they come back to you. TikTok is just a constant rotation of new people.
Yeah, I agree. And what's really funny is, like, in Canada, there's no money for TikTok. It doesn't matter if you have a TikTok go viral, you don't get paid. There's no creator fund here. So as a Canadian, I don't even consider it as a potential place to generate income. It's just a place sheerly to promote and entertain. People are going to come across me, and then if they cross over to another platform like YouTube or Spotify, that's awesome. The only benefit is, like, if you're a musician and you're using your sound specifically in your TikToks, when those sounds get used, you do get money through your DSP, which is nice. So there is a potential for a small amount, but I just don't consider TikTok even as like a monetary situation. It's literally only for promotional purposes. It's like a business card as far as I'm concerned. And it's like I try to make it an entertaining business card. And I never even tell people to leave the platform anymore, because it's like, there's just no point, right? People will either figure it out, they'll go look and they'll see you have a link tree, or I use with Koji, but it doesn't matter. Just like your link farm or whatever. And then, you know, maybe they come across you on another platform, and that's where you make your money, if you're going to make money at all.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I completely agree. Like, TikTok is just hoping you get in front of as many faces as possible and hope that it goes elsewhere to make you money.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite things that you do is you've released songs that one would assume would be covers, such as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Invader Zim, where you would think that they're covers of the theme songs, but in fact are just songs about the shows, which I think is fucking awesome. With that being said, what is the song that means the most to you that you've released to date?
Oh, wow.
I turned it around right on you.
Yeah, I was expecting a question about those cartoon shows. Damn it.
Nope.
The song that means the most to me. That's like it's a tough question. I mean, obviously the newest song is great, and I really love it. Probably One More Drink for the Road is the one that means the most to me, and it means more to me now than it even did when I wrote it. Because when I wrote it, it was kind of this like existential, like, oh, you know, what if we died and you died and life is just like, or death is just like life. You're just stuck in a bar because I spent so much of my life inside bars.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, because I've been sober for about a year and change, maybe a year and a half. And so now, like listening to that song, it's like, it's kind of uplifting to me in a way, because it's like, even if it is like that, I'm now in like a section of my life that is not what the previous section of my life was. So I don't know. It means a lot to me. And I got to play it at the Halloween show, and to stand there by myself while having a full band and be playing this like part, just me and my guitar, where I'm like, this is like, you know, this is like means a lot to me, and just putting myself out there to a group of people and having like a really positive reception was like a big positive moment from last year for me.
Hell yeah. I remember seeing stuff about that show. It looked like it was a ton of fun.
It was so much fun.
Was that the sold out show that you played?
Yeah, that was the sold out show that I played with Civilian.
Nice.
That must have been awesome. A crazy experience just to have a sold out show.
And not just the sold out part, but there's like people I've never seen in my life, kids, whatever, that are singing lyrics back to me from songs I wrote alone in not this room specifically, but rooms just like this that were small. And I'm like, wow, really? Wow. Jesus. I don't even know you.
That's awesome.
Where did you find me?
Yeah. TikTok.
You left me a nice comment on TikTok though, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
They left no comment.
Butt Liquor 169.
There you are. Yeah. User 6509342. I knew it was you.
Yes. I knew it. I could see it.
So we found out that you're not only a musician, but you're also a published author. You wrote Postmodern Urban Legends and Everything Burns. Can you tell us about the books and where people can find them?
Oh, no one ever asks about the books. Yay. So SOS, my rock opera, my punk rock opera, was based off of a story that I had in my head. I didn't know how to write very well, so I wrote music, which is, you know, I was better at that. But I felt like the story didn't get told properly from the point of view of music, so I wrote it as like a novel. And I'm like impatient, and I didn't want to like pitch to a bunch of publishers and get told no a bunch of times. So I just like learned how to format a book, and then I just self-published it because I was like, well, I'm going to put it out now. And I sold like 100 copies, which is sweet.
That's awesome.
And I write a lot in my downtime. It's like a fun hobby, and I have a couple other books and stuff I want to put out. Postmodern Urban Legends was like, oh, I'm going to do something fun for Halloween, and I wrote some like really inappropriate kind of like, they're like, it's like be careful what you wish for stories.
Sure.
And again, I just put those out because I wanted to stretch my artistic legs in a different direction. But you know, music is like, music and videos are the forefront. Writing is the hobby that I want to do more of, but people just don't read books like they used to, so I need to start making audiobooks. And if people want to read them, though, they are available on Amazon. And I have one copy of the physical book left, and it's mine, and I don't want to give it to you.
Nice. I feel you with the Postmodern Urban Legends. There is a book that I had made floating around. It's called The World is One Big Orgy. It is
I love it.
It is it's made like a kid's book, so like it's a picture book, and it's about the history of creation, you know, and basically the concept is, I mean, everything fucked in one form or another, down to like the original organisms, you know, like they smashed themselves together to create something new. And so the whole it's an inappropriate adult kids book about the creation of life.
I love that. I'll take 10.
It's pretty fun. I think you can still find it on Amazon. However, it is wildly overpriced.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, don't get it unless you really want it.
I'll make the audiobook for you.
Dude, I've also wanted, like, I did some pitches. I wanted to be
Nice.
I wanted to read books. I wanted to do that audiobook, but they turned me down.
That's a bummer.
But you gotta keep trying, right?
Of course.
You just, don't have time to. It's hard to find more time.
I think that's everything in life. You just got to keep trying. Don't ever
Maybe
stop.
we should just do a collab
Let's do it.
audiobook.
Audiobook collab. Let's go.
We'll do multiple voices for characters.
Right. I was thinking we could just swap each word.
Yeah. I'm in. So we'll have to like rewrite it. Each person has a script and you just read the word.
Yeah. And then we'll chop it all up and put it together. It'll take so much time. It will not have been worth it, but I feel like
it will definitely not be
it.
worth it unless, it wins some sort of audiobook awards. It's possible.
Are there audiobook awards?
There's gotta be.
Something?
There's gotta be.
If not, I'll just make one.
We could start our own.
We get a Grammy.
At Grammy, that'd be nice.
Yeah, Grammy. I mean, everything started with somebody just saying, "I'm going to do that." So.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
So if there's no audiobook awards, we can start it.
That's how I invented pop punk, actually.
And we'll just give it to. I love that. But we'll give all the awards to you and me and Will Wheaton. Obviously,
he deserves one. I think. Yeah.
He deserves like every award, basically.
Everyone that we don't want.
Yeah, that we don't want.
Yeah.
So we got one more question before we go take a quick break. If you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you knew when you were first starting out, what would it be?
Oh boy. Upset people as much as you possibly can, because people are going to be upset about the things you do anyway. And that's a powerful tool, because you can wield that to just become a better artist. Mm-hmm. And you will. You're going to suck at first, and people are going to tell you that you suck, and they're right, but fuck them.
Especially if you're not like I was going to say, like, don't be afraid to be controversial. And I agree with that, but it's like, as long as you're being positive, like everything you do is fucking fun and you're just having a good time. So like, people hating on you is just kind of sad. Yeah. It's like, what do you care so fucking much? You're not being mean. You're not doing anything to hurt anybody. You're just having fun.
Yeah, it's why I hate the cringy thing, right? But you gotta be cringy. If you believe in something and you give it everything that you've got, 100%, does not matter. People are going to look at you and go, "Oh, that's cringy." Well, fuck them. You're doing something you believe in.
I think there's a lot of shit in pop culture that is very cringy.
Probably, yeah.
And like gigantic fucking nails. I think that's cringy. It ain't my thing. But you know what? I'm not going to sit and tear a person apart for it.
Yeah.
Like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. Like, cringy is all like just one person's opinion.
Yeah. And people who spend their time on the internet tearing other people down just have nothing else going on in their lives, and that's sad.
Right. Agreed. Like, it ain't worth it.
Nope.
No. All right. Yeah. With that, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after the sponsor break. What's up, friends? We're super stoked to tell you that we just partnered with GFUEL. And let me tell you, there is no more pop punk beverage on the market right now than GFUEL. GFUEL keeps you energized, focused, and hydrated. If you go to gfuel.com right now and use code UNSIGNEDPOPPUNK, you're gonna save 20% off your entire order. You can get it in the tub form and have 40 freaking servings of flavors like Rick and Morty's Unstable Portal Fluid, which is a delicious strawberry limeade, or get something in the can form like Sonic's Peach Rings or Crash Bandicoot's Wumpa Fruit. Go to gfuel.com and check it out for yourself. Let us know what your favorite flavor is. And once again, don't forget to use our code UNSIGNEDPOPPUNK to save 20%. It's a heck of a deal, man. Hey, Pat here with Unsigned Pop Punk. We're a community dedicated to building up the music scene by shining a spotlight on up-and-coming bands. Now, I know what you must be thinking. These guys must be raking in the cash. Wrong. But you can help us help others by picking up some merch. We found what big business is selling shirts for, and we slashed the prices. We saw what people are charging for sweatshirts, and we windmill kicked those prices in the face. So pick up some merch from us today. You won't be mad you did.
And we're back. Thank you so much for sticking around. We're hopping into, it says our brand new segment, but we've been doing it for, I don't know how many episodes now.
Multitude of episodes at this point.
You know, it's still brand new. And I know that this is the part that people wait for, and they want this. And I'm going to say it again. Pat, your friend Bob, has not messaged me. I've given him a shout out now 4 weeks in a row, and he has not messaged me to say thank you.
Here's the deal. You know, you're just going to have to keep on that. If you do it, you know, that one dude, you know, did 991, you know, TikToks for Weezer, and you know, eventually it worked.
I was so happy for him when I saw that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
They're coming to Minnesota in 2 weeks, I think, and I'm almost tempted just to go, just to revel in the not having to do that anymore.
Go get it.
Oh, but
I recently got him into Pinkerton. He was never a fan of Pinkerton. I'm like, well, it's the best Weezer album, so you should listen to it.
Well, you're wrong. So listen
to this album. Matt, you want to go with the first food question?
I will.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw a tough one at you.
Let's see what we got.
First, I'm taking away 2 things from you.
Okay.
I'm saying, other than poutine and Tim Hortons, what's the must-have food when coming to Canada?
Beaver tails.
So what is beaver tails?
It's just like
other than what, you know, tails of a beaver.
It's just like deep fried gluten, basically, and with sugar on top. It's
okay.
Like, there's like I figured this out with someone at one point, that there's like an American alternative. It's just that we have.
Is it funnel cake?
It's a funnel cake. We just have it flat.
Is it a Buckeye?
Shaped like the tail of a beaver. Is it what?
I like it.
A Buckeye? It's got like peanut butter, and it's like deep fried peanut butter.
Oh, they do add some stuff like that to them, but this is literally just like deep fried batter.
Okay.
Flat deep fried batter, and then they put brown sugar and stuff on top of it.
I mean, I like sweets, so
they're sweet.
Pat,
I'll dive right into it.
Try one of those for me.
Into a pool of it.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I feel bad for anyone that eats them, because I can just see the heart attack coming. But that's like a very Canadian thing that you can eat here.
Okay.
Nice. I like it. So with a book and a song called Everything Burns, tell us about your cooking abilities. Are you a great cook, or does everything truly burn?
Everything burns. We just set it all on fire. I actually cook over an open flame. Very chaotic in my kitchen.
What would you say is your favorite dish to ruin then?
To ruin, I really like. I just grab things out of the fridge and I just start throwing them at the ground. It's not safe to come into my kitchen. I make pizza from scratch a lot.
Okay,
it's probably one of my favorite things to make. It takes about a half hour to do, and I love it.
What are your toppings of choice?
Ooh, toppings of choice. Green olives.
Okay.
Jalapeno.
Oh.
Ooh, and then some nice. I like cheddar, even though you're supposed to use mozzarella, but mozzarella is nice too. And then
I feel like a good combo is usually pretty good.
That can be nice too. Yeah, that can be nice. And then, well, if there's chicken around, I'll throw some chicken on there. That'll be nice too.
I mean, the correct answer is anything as long as it's not anchovies. I mean, that's that's the wrong answer.
I like anchovies though.
Dude, go. No. All right.
I'm willing to take
this has been another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go?
And all of my followers just left. Crap, fuck, I'm back to zero, guys.
Fucking God.
Starting over again.
You could handle the pop punk new song, creating pop punk, but anchovies on pizza, that's the line.
If there's one anchovy on that pizza, dude.
He's created pop punk and bad pizza toppings.
I have a Michelangelo approach to pizza, and that's just put it on the fucking pizza and I'll eat it.
I mean, fair. I won't fuck with anchovies, but I mean, I'll take them off.
That's fair.
That's a very Minnesota answer of you, Pat.
Just take it off.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll just take them off. I'll handle it myself. Don't worry.
It's a very Canadian answer too.
Yes.
We do that here as well. We're like, that's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm not here to rock the boat. I'm just here to eat some pizza.
I'll eat around it. It's not.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me.
Uh-huh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like later on, I'm gonna badmouth you to anybody I know. But we gotta have our Minnesota nice and Canadian nice.
I told you I welcome the hate. Please talk shit about me all you want when I'm not around.
Oh, it's like, oh no, it was good. That was a delicious pizza. That Andy Negative's a real piece of shit. Did you see that pizza?
He was just laughing maniacally as he put anchovies.
Yeah. He's like, I don't actually like anchovies.
You guys paint a very accurate picture of me.
Just sitting in your kitchen,
over the bonfire in the middle of the kitchen.
Yeah.
I support it though. I'm in for it.
With that, we kind of on that same vein. I feel like if there was an Andy Negative themed restaurant, what would be on the menu?
So it'd be a taco pizza restaurant, and what I mean is there would literally be like full made tacos as toppings on a pizza. So you would buy the pizza and you'd cut it off and you'd have tacos on top of it.
I love that.
Yeah, and coffee.
This is because you created pop punk, and these are the things that pop punk kids eat and drink is coffee and pizza and tacos. That's it.
Yes,
that's
it.
How we survive.
The Trinity.
Or let's be fair, any pizza type item like pizza rolls, hot pockets, pizza, hot pockets, bagel bites, all of that, that's
pizza
all.
Flavored soda.
Yeah, sure. Taco flavored soda.
Yeah.
Just drinking sour cream.
Yeah.
Chaos everywhere.
We don't put milk in our cereal. We put sour cream.
Yeah.
Hey, kids, let's go to the Andy
Just
Negative
fucking
restaurant.
eating it. You're like, it's thick.
So good. Thirst quenching.
Yeah, very.
It's fine.
It's fine.
People die when they come to my restaurant. You have to sign a waiver.
Oh, gross. I mean, just the thought of sour cream and cereal. Everything else I'm in for, but sour cream and cereal, man, it hurts my tummy thinking about it.
Just serve it with a spoon. Just glob it on.
That's good. Yeah.
Stir it up.
Just pour the cereal right in the sour cream container.
Oh, you could do that. I mean,
lunch lady style.
That's what I do. Do you guys have Top the Tater?
No.
Okay, so Matt, you do you fuck with some Top the Tater?
I do.
Okay,
it is superior to Dean's French onion dip.
True. It's so basic. Top the Tater is basically French onion dip.
Oh, okay.
Basically. But so I'm obsessed with Top the Tater and baked Lay's, just classic baked Lay's. Just that's my dip of choice. And when the Top the Tater gets too far down to where like you're just scooping and it's just getting all over your hand. Yeah. So then I just take the chips, crush them up, I throw it in the bottom of the Top the Tater, and I stir that bad boy up, and that's how I get the rest of it.
Big brain energy right there.
That's what I do with the Tostitos queso dip with
yep, you can also sure you can do that. But yeah, if you ever get the opportunity, I think Top the Tater is like a Minnesota thing though.
we have like Philadelphia makes French onion dip, and then there's like off-brand ones. And you probably haven't lived if you've never tried eating it with Ruffles chips, because those ruffled chips, unreal.
I do enjoy it with, like, honestly, I'm down to clown.
That's
fair.
Know? Yeah.
I mean, I'm ready for it. But there is a sleeper chip that's also very good with it if you've never tried it. Nacho cheese Doritos.
Oh,
For real.
I don't know if
Shouldn't
we
be
have those up here.
like
Yeah,
just
we
the
yeah we do.
regular Doritos.
Oh, the regular ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the regular is nacho cheese. Or
I just thought it was dust. Doritos dust.
yeah. I mean, well, because also I could be wrong because some places I know that the regular flavor is Cool Ranch, but not Cool Ranch.
Have you guys ever tried ketchup chips?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one thing from Canada that I really want to try, and that's the like the allspice, not allspice,
All dressed.
all dressed, yeah.
All dressed. Yeah, that's a weirdly Canadian chip flavor.
I know.
Not bad.
I heard about it because of Letterkenny. They were
that show's so good.
They're going on about it on this last season. So
yeah, that's actually exactly what it's like living in Canada. It's constantly an episode of Letterkenny.
Yeah.
and Trailer Park Boys. If you just mix the two of those together, that's how we live.
Letterkenny is so good. I love that.
Very good.
I've loved it since it was just a YouTube like show.
Yeah.
Like just little clips. Frick, that's so funny.
I remember when the first season came out, I watched it 3 times like in like 3 days because it was so short.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, all of the seasons, I think like each season's like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, they're not long.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. I binge watched every season when it comes out. So it's good shit. Matt, you fuck with Letterkenny?
I haven't watched it
Grow
yet.
up.
Ugh.
Oh, I know.
Ugh.
I don't watch much TV though.
Well,
you're gonna bring a Canadian on your show, and you're not gonna have watched like our greatest media achievement.
Greatest achievement.
Oh no! I'm sorry. It's
well,
fine.
I guess that's what you're doing when you go upstairs, Matt. Start at season 1. Get to it. Get it, boy.
It'll only take you a day anyway, so you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, you could watch the entire series in a day, easy. It would not even break in a sweat. But that's the end of our food for thought.
Do you sweat
segment.
when you watch TV?
Depends on how much top the tater I'm eating at this point.
I'm so glad you didn't let that one slip by.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on what you're doing, I guess.
I guess that's fair.
But now we're going to go into our final segment. This is our rapid fire questions segment.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
You're going to speak from the heart. You're going to shoot from the hip. Just first thing that pops in your head, that's what you're going with.
Got it.
All right. Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow?
Mountain Dew.
Horror or comedy movies?
Horror probably.
Fair. So this isn't an either or question, but do you still listen to the radio?
No.
Yeah. Most don't. No, most don't anymore.
I wish I did, but no.
Yeah, no. Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon.
Thin crust or regular crust pizza?
Regular crust. Come on.
Most important question of the show. Lindsay Lohan or Tara Reid?
Okay. Lindsay Lohan, but Tara Reid was in the show Scrubs, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. She played a character named Danny, and there's this amazing episode where she's dating the guy who played the soup Nazi. And I had never seen Seinfeld, but I had seen this show so many times that I was convinced that the soup Nazi was like a big part of Seinfeld. Because of this character, and everyone's always talking about it. One episode.
One episode.
And so I will always remember Tara Reid because of the soup Nazi.
Dude, I love that. I love Tara Reid and Lindsay Lohan. I mean,
they're both great.
They're both great, and they both did great cinematic, like, feats of achievement. I mean, like Josie and the Pussycats, like
so good.
So good. That
So
movie completely underrated.
So good.
And I mean, one of the greatest comedies of all time, Mean Girls. It's like, how do you pit one against the other?
Yeah. Mean Girls. I can't even what's her name? Her name is escaping me at the moment. Who wrote it? 30 Rock. What's her name?
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey. Absolutely hilarious. One of the funniest people on the planet.
Agreed.
Absolute comedic genius.
I saw that her and Amy Poehler are going to be doing a comedy tour.
I heard about
together,
that.
and
interesting.
that Matt, I want to pay to go see.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like that sounds so funny.
Yeah.
We got two more
people on TV. Oh,
two more. Newfound Glory or MXPX?
Ooh. Fuck Newfound Glory.
Okay, this is the last one. I have faith in you because it's a jingle, but since you're from Canada, you might not know it, but you might. So we'll find out. Can you sing for us the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle?
No.
Oh, Andy, you were the first person this whole season.
Give him the redemption. See if he can sing the last season's one.
Okay, I'll give you the redemption, which is honestly significantly harder.
Way harder.
Can you sing the Bagel Bites jingle?
Yop, me mama, yop, me mama, yop when the morning come.
Nope.
That's how about nope. Did I get it? No,
that's the Canadian one.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
you guys ever hear about house hippos?
No.
Yeah, we got house hippos here in Canada. They're little tiny hippos that live around the house. They eat scraps and peanut butter.
Oh. Okay.
There was like this series of commercials they did for kids back in the 90s, and they were all about like, don't believe the things you see on TV. And one of them was like, they do this like little fake documentary about the house hippo.
Okay.
And they've superimposed a hippo into like these house situations. There's like it interacting with a cat and it making like a little nest. And at the end, it's like, psych, you're an idiot if you believe this, child. There are no house hippos. People lie to you.
Way to be a dumb kid, you you dumb
Stupid kid. And I always remember the house hippo, but you can't do stuff like that anymore because the internet moves way too fast.
True. Okay, so I'm going to give you your jingle redemption, though, is going to be, I'm going to leave it up to you. You're going to sing a jingle that is famous for you in Canada. This is your redemption.
Mattress Smart, go buy a mattress anywhere else.
There you go. Done.
I better get a sponsor call from Mattress Smart tomorrow.
Right. See, I'm hoping that O'Reilly Auto Parts they start hitting us up here because we're on episode like 10 or something at this point, and
you should
come on,
clip that and send it to them. Be like, look, Canada doesn't know about you, but they do now.
But they should
give us money.
It's fair. And so I'll sing you the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle.
Please.
So you can hear it. So the O'Reilly Auto Parts jingle is O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Wow.
It's like that bit from 2.5 Men where they have to write the anime theme song and they write this like really complex, nuanced song, but then it ends up just being like oh Shikuru.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's the best part. I always would think of that. It lives rent free in my head.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's catchy.
You know, I just walk around and I see two guys just walking and I think of men because it's two men.
You think about men a lot?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Don't you?
Always.
Constantly. I think of men. I think of women. Dogs.
That is the other choice. Dogs. I think about dogs a lot, actually. Yeah.
I think about dogs. Cats. Oh, that's my favorite part of TikTok.
Cats are okay.
Dogs and cat videos.
I've trained Instagram to show me nothing but raccoon videos.
Oh, I like that too.
Pretty amazing, actually.
Those are fun.
They're nuts. Those things are crazy.
Have you seen on YouTube there is a YouTube channel dedicated to a raccoon that like eats shit? Like it's like this dude's pet?
No, but now I'm going to go look that up.
Matt, do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my gosh. Hold up.
This is some of the most important stuff that's ever been published on the internet.
I did get invested in the guy from Australia who built the whole mansion.
The frog thing?
The frog, yeah, see?
I got sent that yesterday, actually. I didn't know about it until literally yesterday, but I saw the whole the whole entire saga. And I'm like, wow, some people are really out there doing things. And
All right.
I'm making pop punk music.
I sent it over to you. It is
Yes.
it's called Tito the Raccoon.
Love it.
Yep. This video is Tito the Raccoon tries most popular chips to see which chip he prefers.
Tito, please sponsor us.
Tito
Tito.
the Raccoon, let's go, buddy.
We can't keep raccoons as pets here, so I'll never have my raccoon pet.
We should
They're outside.
We should try and get Tito to be a guest on the show.
That would be great. I would watch that. Listen to that. Whatever.
That should be our first like in-person interview.
Our first in-person interview. We start only doing in-person interviews with like Jack Hanna's pets and shit.
Woodland creatures.
Yeah, woodland creatures.
Just like run out into the forest, like find a squirrel. Like, how do you feel about the current economy?
Yeah. We there's this fat squirrel that lives in our yard, and my son named it Big Chungus.
Well, you need to get him. We need him on the episode.
We gotta find Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
Get him on the show. Well, Andy, that's it though. You did it. You finished the podcast.
Oh, I made it through. Nice.
You made it through. Now's your chance. Let everybody know what you got going on, where they could find you, and what's next.
I'm Andy Negative. You can find me on the internet at Andy Negative. Andy spelled with 2 N's, Andy. I have a YouTube channel where I teach and talk about how to do music stuff, how to make it, and then the rest of the place I'm just doing that thing that I talk about how to do. Entertaining, hopefully, making songs, having fun, trying to just keep going at all times. Love Sucks
at all costs.
Yeah, you can't stop. Love Sucks just came out. I'm very proud of it. We've got some other cool music that'll be coming out the rest of the year, and I think we're gonna have some fun. So if you're into fun punk rock music, come hang out wherever you're happiest.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Andy, thanks so much for hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to dive on into our UPP news. Thanks for sticking around. It's time for the UPP news. Yo, I'm such a hand talker, especially I've noticed on TikToks and stuff. I'm like, yo, yeah, it's for those of you listening, I was making many an anime hand motion, I would say. But yes,
imagine what those are.
What?
They should just imagine what those are.
Oh, yeah, but just close your eyes. Close your eyes and think about anime motion. And if you've never watched an anime, I want you to think about what you think they should be. And okay, so we say this every week. We want to hear from you. What was your favorite part of this show? I mean, we talked with Andy Negative, and he's a rad fella. So what was your favorite part of the show? What are your thoughts on this week's topics? Did we ask all the questions you wanted to know? Do you have any stories of your own to share involving Andy? We want to hear from you. So easiest way, join our Discord. There's a link. There's going to be a link everywhere. You find us. You can find it. It's going to be in the description. You can also just go to discord.gg. And you'll have to remember this. So just click the links. It's going to be so much easier. But discord.gg/KYRQC3TR and then lowercase AF, like as fuck fam, right? Just AF. Yeah. So just click the links. It's going to be so much easier. Discord's tight.
It's tight. We also have the first episode for this week in our new series.
Oh, this month. I wrote it wrong, Matt.
Oh
month.
My God.
Oh my God. I set you up to fail. I set you up to fail.
Oh my, he's fixing it for me. Okay. This episode is just
off the rails.
Yes. Let me try that again. This is not scripted. Scene. We have the first episode coming this month in our new series we'll be doing on the podcast called The Showcase. For those of you listening, I have arm motions for you.
Made it like a banner.
I'm putting my Pat world on. I mean, Pat and I could be related. We look very similar, and you wouldn't know that if you're just listening to this, Bob. Anyway, the showcase is an hour-long interview show for up-and-coming bands that have newly formed. Each episode will have 6 bands per episode getting a 10-minute interview to promote themselves. This is a show every band can submit to, so if that's something you'd like to be a part of, head over to unsignedpoppunk.com.
Yeah, if you go under the podcast tab, you can submit your band to be on the podcast, or you can submit it to be on the showcase. We're starting work for this year's punk rock flea market. It's a process. We've been snowed in almost every freaking day, so it takes time. We're super excited for that. Not much news on that end. More will be announced coming weeks and months. We're also planning out the rest of this year's festivals. Boy, do we have some great ideas. Hopefully we can make it come to fruition, right? Hopefully these ideas, these are big ideas, but we'll see. So keep an eye on for that, just watch. We'll let you know where we're going to be. In other news, such as Twitch, we've got our show that's back, baby. New Music Friday on Tuesday. This week it was New Music Friday on Tuesday on a Wednesday. But New Music Friday on Tuesday, every Tuesday at 3 p.m. And the super awesome music video show live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on our Twitch channel. That is twitch.tv/unsignedpoppunk. If you're looking for Unsigned Pop Punk, just wherever you can think of /Unsigned Pop Punk. I mean, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. We're taking over.
Grocery stores?
That's the way the news goes. What, Matt? What were we saying?
Grocery stores.
Grocery stores? Just look in the Unsigned Pop Punk aisle.
Yeah, okay. And if you're not finding it, that means you didn't listen to this interview because you don't know where Andy Negative started.
All right. If you are looking, go to the grocery store, Unsigned Pop Punk aisle. You're going to find Pringles. You're going to find pizza. You're going to find tacos, coffee, and all pizza and taco related items. And coffee, all those things are in the Unsigned Pop Punk aisle. Right, Matt? Did I get that right?
That's the aisle I live in.
Yeah.
That's not the aisle that my stomach wants me to live in.
You can find us at all Cub Foods.
all Cub Foods. Also,
we're exclusive to Cub Foods.
We're throwing the Pepto in the aisle now. I hear you, elder millennials. Pepto's also on our aisle as well now.
Tums. Pepto and Tums.
Oh. Sponsor us, please.
And ibuprofen. There's also ibuprofen. All right. Thank you again, Andy Negative, for hanging out with us today. See you all next week. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you so much to those of you who already are. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or anywhere else you stream your podcasts. If you're in the position to help us grow and like behind-the-scenes access and exclusive shows, head on over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/unsignedpoppunk. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see on the show and what other content you'd like to see. Thank you all so much.